Hi everyone, welcome to this video where I will be demonstrating the functionality of my Google Sheets MCP server developed with MuleSoft. For this time we will not be going into the technical intricacies of the MCP server. I will not be covering any code details here. For that I think you can simply go to my personal GitHub repository and you will find this MuleSoft Google Sheets MCP publicly available. You can clone this, you can download it, you can import it into your studio or your anypoint code builder, and you can start working with that. You can configure it with your own Google Cloud credentials, and just like that, you will be having this server running. Or in case you're only curious about how this works, you can as well import this. If you're familiar with MuleSoft, you will find it pretty straightforward to understand, to see how it operates and how MCP servers can be developed using this tool. Right. So for now, let's get it started. And first thing that I will wanna do is run my MCP server. So while it builds and deploys locally, let me show you real quick what we will be working with. So I have this Google Sheets view. As you can see, I only have this one spreadsheet available. It is just a dummy spreadsheet with this table that has some tickets from Jira, like simulating that we are working with the Jira workflow or something like that. Um, just for demonstrating purposes, these are of course dummy tickets. Um, so for now, the four tools that I have available for for this MCP server are, I think, the essential things that I needed in my daily basis for having some actual automation and have some actual useful MCP server regarding this Google Sheet tool, right? So in the future, you will probably see more tools as I develop more features to it. But for now, we will be only demonstrating these four tools available. So let me check real quick that my MCP server is starting. Okay, it is started already. And let me see that it is plugged and connected correctly. Restart, discover four tools. Excellent. So now, um, let me open this view with the agent with GitHub Copilot and have it in full screen. Right, as you can see here, we have the tools, and if I click here, I can see my local MCP server running there. And I have my four tools available: append sheet values, create new spreadsheet, get sheet values by range, and get sheet values by tab name. Awesome. So I will be asking first for the range values. So for range, I will only say I will restrict the agent to only operate and read from this range A1 to D11, which I already had here in my prompt ready. So we will be asking, hello, can you help me to work with this spreadsheet? We will be providing the link. We could provide the spreadsheet ID directly, but I want you to see that the agent is pretty knowledgeable about these kind of things. So because probably us as a technical users, we probably know that we should provide this ID, but the agent should be smart enough to identify that this is the ID that the MuleSoft server is currently asking for. And we will be restricting the agent to only this range, at least for now. So I am running currently the Cloud Sonnet 4.6 model. So let's see how it behaves. So that is thinking, and yeah, we have this allow to run get sheets value by range, and using as parameters this guy over here, which he got it correctly, and the range that we provided. So let's click on allow, and there we go. There are the 10 tickets that we provided in the range. So okay, this works. This is cool. Let's say, for example, that we now don't want to bring only this set of data over here. Let's say, for example, that let's add some other things about here. Let me 33. I don't know. Let's say null pointer in main server file, something like that. Null pointer on main function, just to have a few more data over there to do. And MCP and server message not propagating, something like that. And can perform anything. Yeah, so just something like that. All right. So we have these other two, but originally we provided only that range. So let's say, for example, that you don't want to be providing the range anytime that you want to consume the spreadsheet. So instead of that, what you can do is use this other tool which I have created, which is get sheet values by tab name. So this will bring the whole thing. Let me just say that awesome. Can you bring the whole values in tab name Jira? So that will remove the constraint found in the actual range. If we want to provide whole access to the spreadsheet, we can simply ask about the tab name. So here we have the sheet ID, the tab name Jira. So we will allow this. It will run, and there we go. Now we have 13 tickets in total. As you can see, there are these new tickets that we added manually over here. Just to demonstrate that this actually runs in real time. So okay, this works. This is awesome. Let's see. Let's try now to add some more values to this table. So let's say awesome. Can you please add 5 more rows to the table? Append 5 tickets. The data can be dummy. So now we're asking to append 5 more tickets to the table. Let's see if it is smart enough. Alright, so here we have the sheet ID, the range, which is A to D, which is correct also, and values. Alright, we have an array here with 5 issues that we are asking. Cool. So let's now allow it. Right, so it mentions that it added these 5 Jira tickets. So if we go now, there we go. This is the last one that we added manually, which is the 34 with the MCP server unauthorized message not propagating, and we have these new 5 more tickets over here. So that this is working correctly. It worked. Thanks. Something like that. And for now, let's go with the last tool that I have developed so far. Let's ask for the agent to create a new spreadsheet. It worked, thanks. Can you create a new spreadsheet for the platform team? Name it as platform and add name the first step. I don't know, United States board, for example. It worked, thanks. Can you create new spreadsheets for the platform team? Name it as platform. Jira tracker. And name the first step as United States board. Right, so let's see how it behaves. platform Jira tracker, United States board. Allow. And there you go. It created a new spreadsheet. So I will click directly in the link. For security, it always asks you like, hey, are you sure that you want to go there? So let's just open, and there we go. We have the platform Jira tracker. As well, if I go over here in the test sheets API and I go to the home page, I should be able to see now the platform Jira tracker there, which was just created recently, as you can see. Um, you will see the, the whole UI in Spanish. I hope this is understandable. But yeah, the MCP is working. So with that, I think we got it covered. For now, this is all the features that my server currently has. If you want, you can, as mentioned at the beginning, you can download it. You can start adding new things to your server. Configuring this might be a little tricky if you are not familiar with the Google Cloud console or the Google Cloud platform. You will probably have to see some documentation about how to enable this. But if you are a little bit familiar with that, or software or web development in general, you will find it pretty straightforward to configure this. It's only setting a few things over there that will be asking for the OAuth um, once you have this ready to start running. But yeah, I think that's all for now. As mentioned, in the future you will probably see more features added in the code, such as updating values, deleting or archiving spreadsheets, uh, more orchestration, bringing the whole metadata of the spreadsheet so that the agent is capable of doing more things like giving styles to the to the spreadsheet, all those kind of things. Right now, if I ask, for example, if I have asked in the demo, sorry, in the previous prompt, like, hey, can you create and bring the whole data? The agent is smart enough to invoke two different systems, the two different tools consecutively. So it would probably have done this, would have created the new sheet, and then I don't know, bring all this data to that new file. So these kind of things I think are pretty useful. Like you can do a lot of things like backups, or just consuming in real time things, um, updating in many places at a time. If you add more things, if you add the Atlassian server, for example, you start fetching data from Jira, from Confluence, all those kind of things. I think it's pretty useful, pretty awesome work that can be done with these MCP servers. And I was not aware that MuleSoft enabled you to do these kind of things. So I understand that MuleSoft is an expensive product. So um, there are two main paths that I can see here. Probably you use them. You use MuleSoft at your company. If your company is paying for MuleSoft, then you can play around with these guys, with these MCPs, deploy them to Cloud Hub, and there you have your MCP server. As far as your company allows you to do that. But if not, you can always follow this approach. You can develop your own MCP server in MuleSoft, deploy locally, have it running in the background, and just configure your agent to consume that local host. So that's all I have for now. I hope you have enjoyed this demo. If you have some suggestions, some recommendations, I will be gladly hearing. We'll be happy to hear them. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any doubt, if you downloaded the code, if you want me to explain something, if you want a whole tutorial, probably I can do that if I have some time. But if you have some punctual function, you can for some punctual question, you can always reach out to me. So that's all I have for now, folks. Thank you so much for watching.